Well, the hope, Coach, was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Slam. Big dash. Hustle. Check 15.
Sanders now off the play fake. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Kill, turn up. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got you. Mike, 53. 3, Mike. I'm not ready.
Now Sanders to throw again. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Flag. What do you got? Choose the mic. Ready. Watch the pass.
The first down throw for Winston. Short little throw to Ebron, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Jameis now on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At their 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Hines. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. We're scoreless after one. The Colts send out their punter. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
Antonio Brown on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Set. Get the arm. Get the ball. Shoot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A quick throw into the hands of Switzer. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Down. 65. Get it on. Hey. Check it back. Watch me. Safety's creeping.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Winston now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Short little throw to Ebron. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now it's Hines, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Gets past him at the 10. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
First down goal at the 5-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Winston. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Hines. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Hines. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. Now Winston on fourth down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Winston. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Jameis now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Winston lost the football. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Back to you. Mike is 59.
To throw, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go for it all. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. And now the Colts calling on their field goal unit here. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick your game up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Single. What we got? Switch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Wait.
Now Winston. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
Ready. Back 25 behind. 35. I got him. Check 9.
On 3rd down, Hines. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check 43. What do you want? Echo. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sanders. And complete to Zach Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike 53. Here it comes. Here it comes. Under 10. 10.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because
that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Winston. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jameis again. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? Blue ready. Mike 45. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
They'll throw again. Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Check. 5-0. Check. He's checking. And even. Crash. Watch twist. Flip it. Hey, check 24. Easy. 45. Mike, 45. Bandit. Let's go.
They run with Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Here we go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Look. Check. Check, please.
Here's Sanders looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this one to Switzer. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for Buccaneers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. Set. 56 yards. Go, go, go. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Out.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's go. Hey, hey. Go, go.
Sanders on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Winston. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Winston keeps it himself. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on 1st down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Joker. Let's get the football.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Winston to throw it this time. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Even. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check him, go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll run with Dixon. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Check the call. 45 on the 50. 45 on the 50.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 31. Check 31.
To throw is Sanders on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Again, it's Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Hopper, Hopper. Here we go, D. Hayward, Hayward. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Here we go, here we go. AJ Data. Let's put him on the buses. Put that team on the bus. Slam. 53's the money. 53, check 53.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year, Let's keep going.
So for the Colts, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.